Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of our Wizard101 Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today, we're going to be just finishing up some stuff. Kathleen Wilder has a series of quests for us to do, just a handful of them, that unfortunately does end with a double boss battle, so should be fun. But other than that, other than doing Kathleen Wilder's quest, we're also going to be heading in. We'll head into the dungeon, the Falling Star, Pyramid of the Falling Star, I believe is what it was called. We'll get that done too. There's a couple of encounters, and then you have the boss. So that's the plan for today, to get Kathleen Wilder's side quest done, to get pretty much like the last quest before you head to Xibalba done, and we'll be able to turn in our Zulkin stones and end the episode with that. That is the plan. So we got a lot to do, so let's go ahead and get a move on. Partly because we do have a lot to do, I will probably be ignoring any silver chests that I may or may not see. Anyway.
Wizard, it's you again! I've heard the Wingtooth Knights have a real map to Eliolotl, but they are all up in arms. Can you convince them to part with the map? You might need to use strong language, if you understand. If we find Eliolotl, I'll be sure to write a glowing chapter about the Wingtooths in my next book as thanks.
So yeah, we gotta find some Wingtooth, some of these guys. And then, who else? There'll be another fight, I think, with some of the people down here, and then we go to Pitch Black Lake. So, again, they are still myth enemies, so let's just go ahead and start this. Actually, that works out rather nicely. So chances are I'm gonna use this Death Blade, because if I lose this one, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the attack. If it takes another turn, it takes another turn.
I dropped it in Blacktooth Gorge.
Blacktooth Gorge! Oh, my stars and garters! Wizard, I need you to search Blacktooth Gorge for the map. I bet good money the Goliath Maulers picked it up. Probably covered in some kind of gross web, a slime. Can you find it for me? Pretty please?
We're such a busybody, aren't we? So yeah, we got the Goliath Maulers. Again, these guys are myth enemies as well, right? Yeah. But they're weaker. They're weaker than the pterodactyls. So, for whatever reason. And then they should have the map. Actually, this works out pretty nicely. It has been a while since we've seen Earthquake, so I'm definitely glad I dropped one of those. Definitely glad I put a trap. Though they still have a fair bit of health, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do a virulence. Yeah, I'm good for one trap. I really probably don't, or one blade. I probably don't need it, but it's better safe than sorry. And let's go for it. Okay, so yeah, it's 3 minion fights, then you get the map. Okay, I forgot about the Night Terrors.
Drats! A night terror! Will we ever find this map? Wizard, can I beg one last favor of you? I know we are so close. Please get the map from the Night Terrors on the far side of the Blacktooth Gorge, then follow it to get me Elyolotl.
I think, okay, that's what tripped me up. Yeah, she only has 3 quests for you. Yeah, she only has 3 quests for you, but the last one is a 2-parter. You have to get the map and then go to get Elyolotl. So, yeah, that's what tripped me up a little bit. Anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and fight some Night Terrors. It actually isn't taking quite as long as I thought it might. You know what? I'll probably have enough turns. Yeah, it won't take... Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, let's do this. That works. Works for me. So we are getting a 25% boost. It's really not enough. I'll do this and just kind of hope they don't cast Leviathan. No. Okay. Oh, they're setting up for that dragon, is what they're doing. Yeah, that's probably what the Night Terror is doing. So let's hopefully get rid of that. Good.
The map will lead you to the Corazon Cave in Pitch Black Lake. Eliolotl is there, but Zolo Stoneheart is already on his way.
I didn't want to have to do another fight. So, gotta go head back to Pitch Black Lake for a boss fight. And that's how it is a double fight, because we have the Red Eagle, the boss that the quest is named after, and Stoneheart, the guy who's obsessed with Kathleen Wilder. So, the most annoying part about the fight, other than the fact it's a two bosses, no minions, just two bosses. Like I said, we're going to ignore that silver chest for now. Is that Stoneheart he's an ice boss and has a myth mastery, and that myth mastery is used only for earthquake. Yeah, so that's fun. So just be aware of that. He does have earthquake. He has a myth mastery, so he can cast it with 3 power pips, and just be aware of that. The other one, Red Eagle, he's a myth. No, not myth. Balance. So not too problematic. Not too bad. Anyway, did I already turn my deck? Yes. All right. So we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try it once without hiring or purchasing a henchman. But if I have to come back and do it again, henchman all the way. Just I want to get it done.
Magician, how did you find this place? No matter. I will defeat you and use El Gelato to romance Kathleen Wilder. I just love her stories. How will you die, magician? Quick, like the tongue of a snake? Or slower than molasses in winter?
Who dares trespass in my accursed tomb? Who seeks the wrath of the Crimson Eagle?
The magician does. He seeks to steal El Gelato. I came to warn you.
Mm-hmm.
Then help me destroy him before I destroy you.
Okay, see what I mean? Really, this shouldn't be that bad. It is just annoying. Fighting two bosses by yourself can be difficult. 16, 14, though they don't have a whole lot of health, so that is something. That's fine. Get that out of the way now, I guess. I was going to say, does it stun or... Yeah, it stuns. I couldn't remember if it stunned or got rid of something. Thankfully, they don't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, that is the one negative. But that's fine. I'm really trying to focus on Stoneheart over here. He's the one that I really want to focus. So I'm gonna go ahead. We'll do a Deathblade. I'm not too worried about. That does complicate things. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Do that there. I will. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. As much damage as I can. And then I'll attack next turn. Won't be nearly enough to take either of these guys out, but we'll do what we can. So that is very helpful. Just gotta chip away at them. That's all you can do. See, there's the... Oh, I forgot he did have another spell. Yeah. Another myth spell. And got rid of the stun shield, so it would have gotten rid of any trap or ward I had. So, unfortunate. It's not great. Well, because he's over... Sadly, he's over 3 now. He's over 3 power pips, so there's always that chance he's going to cast something like... He's going to cast Earthquake. But... I hate you. And another accuracy hit. That's fine. Would have loved for that to have been something else, but is what it is. Still got it, nice. Okay, well that kind of defeats what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for using a wand hit. Yeah, I was going to use a wand hit to get rid of the shield, but that's not going to happen now. So what do I do? No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead, deal as much damage to Crimson Eagle as I can. Not enough, okay. He skipped? Why? Why did you skip? How much health do you have left? 3,000. Okay. Okay, let's see. I already have a death trap on you? I do. So let's go ahead and put that one there, just to make sure. I forgot my potent trap, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, you stupid. That's fine. I wonder. I still think I have, what, 2 turns, so... Yeah, I still have 2 turns, so that's fine. Alright, we're going to... I actually am going to just Scarecrow here. Yeah, I'm going to Scarecrow here, because it'll do damage to both of them. Should be enough to take out Crimson Eagle, hopefully. We'll see. That's not good. No critical. Oh, good. Okay, good. Alright, well that's Eagle done. Alright, so that just made that made this like infinitely easier, is what that just did. So 1, 2, 3, 6. So you can still cast. Yeah, you can still cast his He hasn't. So watch, he'll cast Earthquake this turn. Nope. Okay. That works. That's perfect, actually. That was weird. Didn't do the full animation there. He's still at 6,000. And he still has that. Yeah. If I can get rid of the shield, I can probably end this. But I'm not pulling any. That's funny. I'm not pulling any spells. I'm gonna cast a feint just to. Okay, I was gonna say, will it not matter anyway? But no, it's fine. Let's see. Oh, another. I'm gonna do this because it'll guarantee. That guarantees his defeat. So even with maybe Scarecrow, I'm just gonna Scarecrow because I don't want him to Earthquake. Nice, that'll do it.
I am undone. Take Eliolatl, magician, and leave this place.
My quest for the heart of Kathleen Wilder has failed. These are not Cayman tears that I am shedding.
Not bad. That actually went a lot better than I was anticipating, so that makes me feel a lot better. I was kind of dreading that because I gotta admit, I'm not the biggest fan of the multi-boss fights. Not the biggest fan of that. I mean, it's not a bad mechanic, and it does increase the difficulty, especially if you're soloing. But sometimes I feel like it might be a little artificial, but that could just be me. Anyway, back to Kathleen. Turn in this quest. Turn in this quest, and then we will head into the dungeon and see what can be done there. Oh wait, is it oh, it's double ore. Okay. Yeah, the membership bonus for this weekend, the weekend that I'm doing this, is double reagents. So also probably no timer on crafting. That's cool. I wonder if that applies to chests.
You got Eliolotl! Wow, after all that, I kind of expected it would be bigger. No matter. With it, I can retire and write full-time. My next book will be called The Wizard and the Savage Secret.
Good for her. Alright, that, I believe, should be all of the side quests. Unless something pops up later on. At the moment, that is everything. So, without further ado, let's head on into the dungeon. There are a couple of minion encounters that you have to go through before you can just, before the boss. So we'll keep our minion deck equipped as it is. And just go this way. Huh. Nice. That's got to be something. I just don't know what yet. It makes me wonder if we'll eventually be like sent back to these worlds. Wait, what was I? Oh, right past it. It makes me wonder if we'll be sent back to these worlds to take on the sigil gates that are still inactive, or maybe they're school quests. That could very well be the case.
You are about to enter a dungeon.
At the end of the last episode, we listened to that. It says it takes about 30 minutes, which means about 3 encounters, 10 minutes each, is typically what that means, I guess. So, like I said, we're going to have 2 minion encounters and then the boss. Anything? Okay. This is more a gauntlet than it is a dungeon per se, but whatever. I view dungeons as the ones that have other stuff, not just combat counters, but have like puzzles. Because like I like puzzles. Sometimes. Sometimes. I don't think these guys have Leviathan. They have to, right? Looks like I'm safe for a little while. yeah, since we're pretty much safe from them getting rid of our blades, I am gonna cast my other death blade, and then we'll attack. Ouch. Alright. Now we have some grim Kalakas. Easy enough. Actually, they're a lot easier to fight. So, except for the stuns. Buff that. 3870. Just to be like 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and place one more death blade. 3870 is a fair bit. Yes, with a critical we would take them out, but I just like being sure. I like overkill, what can I say? Ritual chamber, so yeah. Ritual chamber being the final room. Let's just go ahead and change this. Yeah, this is just a normal boss. It should just be a normal boss fight. One boss, one minion. Easy enough. The Zulkin Stone will be in here as well. Yeah, there's our teleporter out. Let's hear what they have to say.
You've made it all this way by yourself. You really are the head of the class, aren't you?
Even though I don't think we've ever actually attended a single lesson. Unless you count us like when we learn our spells as the lesson. I guess yeah, I guess so.
It's fitting, I suppose. You saw Mirror Lake shatter, so it's just as well that you see us travel to the comet Shabalba. Step up, Huracan. Call open the portal.
Here is the story of the beginning, when there was not one lizard, not one fish, not one mountain, only the sky and the sea. Only the three great spirits and the shadow. I call to Xibalba, I call to the place of fear. I call to open the path to the sky for the Shadow Queen in her terrible glory!
The horn has called. Come, let us prepare for the sky to fall. Huracan, you may destroy the wizard, if you choose.
Let the winds tear you down and send you to the 9 levels of the underworld!
Rude. Okay, so as you can see, Storm Boss, Myth Minion. It's always fun. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Zulkin Stone while I'm thinking about it. That is the last of them. Yep. Then we just got to place them. So, no cheats, normal boss fight. Let's get to it. Pretty sure he actually doesn't have Leviathan, but I'd have to check that. I'm gonna take a risk. Main reigns because he's at 5. So there's a greater chance he'll cast Orthus. Anyway, that's gonna hurt. Actually, not that bad. I think we blocked the critical there, funnily enough. I didn't check his health. Skipped? Okay. Definitely take a fizzle. 19,320. That is a lot for a yeah, that's a lot for a storm boss. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's 2 turns I won't be able to do anything. Oh, hold on. I genuinely think that Medusa giving 2 rounds is a little too strong. Like, I genuinely think that. That's fine. Because that is really strong. Like, if you stop to think about it. I like everything in my hand, so I don't want to get rid of anything. Oh, okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and attack, obviously. I need the heal more than anything. Thank you. Alright, that's the minion gone. Let's go ahead and start powering that one up. Set up another feint. Oh, okay. That's not as bad as it could have been. Hey, if that's what you want to cast, I am fine with that. Tempest doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage compared to a lot of the other single target storm spells, and it gets rid of all of their pips. I am okay with that. Okay, that actually makes it better. And I am going to... Should I do one more blade? What are we sitting at? 35, 45, and then you have 70, 100, 10,000. I'll do one more. I'm not too worried about them casting anything. Oh, wait. Oh, no, the other one was a item card. Okay, yeah, we're... Right? Yeah. I could do that, but I think we're fine. And if he lives, that's fine. Very good. We needed that critical, though.
No!
Cry about it. Pink dandelion. Okay. What else did we get? Fire dragon. Nothing too interesting. Alright, well, that's that. I don't think there's anything else to collect in here, because I already picked up the Zulkin stone. And yeah, we're good. And I guess I was wrong. I think I said at one point that the last level we got, level 93, was the last level we would get in Azteca, but we're pretty close to, relatively close. I mean, yeah, it's a 230, what? Just under 235,000 away. So maybe not, but I don't know. This quest that we're about to turn in, well, we got like 99,000 for that. Almost 100,000. We're about to get 64 for the count of days. That doesn't really mean anything, but there's a chance. A slim chance, but there is a chance. Anyway. So let's go let her know what's happened. There actually might be a few things we have to do before we can actually head up to Xibalba, but I guess we'll find out. But like I said earlier, Xibalba will be saved as the last episode for Azteca, so hopefully the next episode. So,
your tale shatters my spirit. There is no way to Xibalba that I know, yet we must get you there if there is a chance you can still stop the Shadow Queen. Hurry to the Jaguar Oracle, Turquoise Water Sun, in the floating mountains. Perhaps she knows.
what do those look like? I don't know, nothing unique. I was kind of, again, I always hope for something unique, but no dice. I am going to go ahead and continue on from here. So this will be a bit of a longer episode, but I don't really see a reason not to. Because I kind of get the feeling that Xibalba is going to be maybe not super long, but maybe a bit longer than I'm anticipating. Wait, what? Yeah, what does he sell? Oh, I don't think I actually ever checked him. Yeah, he sells the wand recipes and the deck recipes. So, and these actually look kind of cool. Yeah, I do kind of like these. Yeah, they're not bad at all. Though braided vine and vine, don't know where you get that. Yeah, this is the Death School one. Not bad. Kind of black and orange. Wow, full on jade there. Not bad. What about the deck? This one's mine, level 85 plus. Gives 37 health. Same, max copies is dropped to 6. Sideboard is the same. Max copy for death spells is 9. Never think I'm actually ever going to use that. And it takes amber to make this? No. Amber is very kind of uncommon and is used for other stuff, so that's a no. Anyway.
The Shadow Queen's horn called to Xibalba, did it not? I had a dream of you, flying through the night sky as a spear of light, following the Shadow Queen to the stars. The oldest Azteca swords built the Cayman celestial bows to defend Azteca against the coming of Xibalba. In my vision, you used the Night Cayman celestial bow for your transformation. Tell this to Queen Chaska of the Wingtooths.
Okay. Though I will admit there might be a moment where I decide to kind of cut things short. Because I was kind of expecting it to be a little, like, kind of fast. Like, oh, but then again, it's like, no, we probably don't have an easy way there. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a path. There's a path up, the stairs in the final area. Well, in this area. Yeah, like up there or something, maybe.
Oh, I never knew that's what that old relic was. The path to the Night Cayman celestial bow is blocked by the white-hot stairs. They are heated by an underground source. There is a wild jaguar, Nezawal Savage Paw, who dwells in the area. He is said to know the secret ointment to keep your feet safe. Find the cave of Nezawal Savage Paw in the Malachite Giant and make him teach you the secret of the ointment.
Okay. That, I think, is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for... Well, not completely. I still have to turn in this quest. But we're going to go ahead and wrap things there for the main quest. In the next, we'll pick up here and still end up finishing Azteca, whether that ends up being an hour-and-a-half long episode or not. So, what we're going to do, like I was saying, we're going to head back to the Zocala, turn in the Zulkan Stones. Though I do want to refresh myself on what this was. It had to do with, yeah, that's right, it's their history. Gotcha. That's right, it's the history of Azteca. So this will be kind of interesting to see. So we'll do this, turn this in, learn about the history of Azteca, and then wrap things up. Kind of an unmarked area. I kind of wandered in here by mistake at one point and thought, what is this building? Well, it has to do with the Zulkan Stones. Pretty cool. A pretty cool build. I mean, this place is pretty cool, right? Anyways, start the process. Oh, we don't get to... It's not like a... Oh, maybe after we put them all in. Maybe not. Huh. You know, I was expecting to be able to interact with them, to actually like hear the history, but I guess not. That's a little disappointing, actually. Because then you have this big, like, what is this? Like I said, that's a little disappointing.
You recovered all 6 Sulcan Stones. Tremendous work, Magician. Now that the Sulcan Stones have been restored to the Teocalli of Sacred War,
there it is.
You should go examine them closely. This will help you understand our story.
No, yeah, I want to do that. I definitely want to do that, so hope you guys are ready for a history lesson. Because, I mean, that's arguably my favorite part of Wizard101 is the kind of the lore baked into the different worlds. You know, that's my favorite part, just to learn about them. Because we go to all of these, you know, crazy places. Each world having its own story, its own history. I like to know more.
In the beginning, there was the first world. At the center of the first world stood Bartleby, the World Tree. Bartleby was tended by Grandmother Raven, the wisest of us. Throughout the first world lived the Aztecosaurs, and all was good.
Okay, so Aztecosaurs existed in the first world. Interesting. Yeah, the first world is this arcane, ancient idea that we don't know much about, seems like.
The Aztecosaurs watched in awe and terror as the Titans battled each other for supremacy. The first world was destroyed by the unending battle of storm, fire, and ice.
Alright, so we already know, that's what we already know. Yeah,
Great Bartleby, the World Tree, lifted his branches to sing the song of creation. The ancient Aztecosaurs watched and listened. The Titans closed their eyes and fell into a deep slumber. And Bartleby sang the spiral into form out of the fragments of their first world. These ancient Aztecosaurs, known as the Lords of Night, promised to steward this song of creation.
which is why Morganth is here. I have a feeling she wants access to the Song of Creation for whatever reason.
The Ravenwood grew up around Bartleby as the center of magic, and cultures spread through the young spiral worlds. The Aztecosaurs built a great empire in Azteca, centered around the City of Three Winds.
The Lords of Night thought that one day, dread Xibalba will come to Azteca, and from that place of fear comes the Shadow. Xibalba brings a reign of pain and tears to Azteca, and the people suffer.
Yeah, there's a lot more to Xibalba than just what we're going to be doing with it.
The Horn of Huracan will summon the Azure Shining One, a champion of light, to battle the shadow. The Lords of Night will witness the final confrontation between light and shadow. The wheel turns, and this too will pass.
Yes, we are the Azure Shining One. We are the champion of light. Kind of a cool way of setting up the fact that the next arc of the game has to do, like, it's kind of centered around the concept of shadow magic. You know, they're setting that up even now on the second to last world of Arc 2. So that's kind of cool. And before anyone says it, yes, I do know that there is a raid in-game associated with Xibalba. I do know that. It was, I think, the second raid that they released, the Crying Skies or something like that. So yeah, I do know that. Yeah, you go to Xibalba, you fight like the embodiment of Xibalba to save Azteca. But anyway.
No matter what happens to us, I hope you remember the tales you learned here in Azteca.
Always. Oh, we got a badge for that? For the quests the Comet created. Oh, and that's all side quests. Awesome. Huh. For the quests the Comet created. That's interesting. Alright, my friends. That is where we're going to wrap things up for today. Like I was saying earlier, in the next episode, we will finish Azteca. We have a boss fight with Savage Paw to learn how to actually go up the steps, and then the Xibalba dungeon itself. Should be interesting. So, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.